This is the eufy X10 Pro Omni robot vacuum, a D-shaped robot with a low profile, a LiDAR turret on top, and a chunky all-in-one base that looks like a compact bin with two visible water tanks. From my experience, it's built solidly, and the base makes a bold statement in any corner you park it. I've run it daily across roughly 1,700 square feet of hardwood and tile with two medium pile rugs, a long-haired human, and a very generous cat that tracks litter. Key features that actually made a difference for me are the 8,000 PSI suction, the Mop Master 2.0 system with dual spinning pads and 12mm auto lift on carpets, AI-C obstacle avoidance with a front camera and LED for low light, and that Omni base that self-empties, washes the pads with clean water, and dries them with 45 degrees Celsius heated air. The station's 3L clean tank has been enough to mop my place a couple times before a refill, and the 2.5-liter dust bag handled weeks of debris before I even thought about it. The robot maps with LiDAR, eufy calls it iPath, and the app lets me split rooms, set no-go zones, and tweak suction and water flow per room. Battery life has been more than enough. Rated at 173 minutes, I've been finishing runs on a single charge with margin, even when it pauses to wash pads mid-clean. In my opinion, the mopping is the headline. Those pads spin at high speed and put noticeable pressure on the floor, so dried coffee drips, sticky juice dots, and muddy paw prints actually disappear without me pre-treating. There's an edge-focused mode that slows down along baseboards and does a little side-to-side shimmy to push the pads closer to the wall. It takes longer and uses more battery, but the edges look better than with most combo robots I've tried. I set pad washing to about every 20 minutes in the app, which kept the pads from redepositing grime, and the heated drying after each run really does stop that musty mop smell. Vacuuming is where it gets complicated. On my rugs, it pulls a surprising amount of dust and pet hair. I see the carpet lines and the dustbin stats back it up. But on hard floors with small, heavy debris, think cat litter and uncooked rice, it's less dependable. I've watched it scatter bits with the side brush or push them ahead of the vacuum channel instead of swallowing them. It's not a power problem on paper. It's how the brush and airflow work together on flat surfaces with dense particles. My workaround has been practical. I run a quick vacuum-only pass in the litter zone with the mops removed, then send it to mop the rest of the house. I also slowed the side brush in the app and cut the passes down to one in those rooms to reduce scatter. That solved most of my rice and litter frustration, but it's still something you should know. The obstacle avoidance is legit. It has recognized cables, socks, dog toys, and even a stray charging brick, and it shows snapshots in the app after the run. That said, the system is tuned to be careful. I've noticed a halo of dust around chair legs when AI.C is on its most cautious setting because it keeps a respectful distance. When my floors are picked up, I toggle the stricter avoidance off to let it hug furniture and edges closer. Corners are decent for a D shape, but there's still a small untouched strip along the sharpest edges like most robots. Mapping was fast. It scanned my main floor in minutes, built a clean map, and automatically labeled rooms that I later adjusted. Scheduling could be better. I can assign room-specific settings, but stringing together a whole home routine with different rules in one go takes more manual planning than it should. I've also seen a noticeable lag between the robot's actual position and the app during a run. It's not show-stopping, just mildly annoying when you're trying to monitor progress live. About that base, it's awesome for maintenance and huge for your space. You need real clearance on the sides and front, and you'll want headroom to pull water tanks out cleanly. It also isn't quiet during the 30-second dust empty. The sound is closer to a corded vacuum than a discrete whir. I just schedule runs when I'm out or working in another room. After it empties the dust, it washes the pads and then dries them, which has been the difference between smells fine and please open a window for me. Maintenance has been fair. The self-detangling roller is clever with a reverse spin and a comb that flips down, and it does help. Long hair still wraps sometimes, and if you mop first and then vacuum without a pad wash between, the brush can get damp and gunky. I set the robot to wash pads before doing any carpeted areas and haven't had a problem since. The filters are washable, which saves a little money over time. From my experience, voice control with Alexa and Google Home worked as expected. I use send to kitchen and return to base more than I thought I would, and it follows those commands quickly. Connectivity has stayed stable on 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi, and recovery after moving the base to a new spot was straightforward. It's perfect for homes with mostly hard floors that collect sticky spills and daily grime, and for people who want mopping that actually scrubs and then takes care of its own pads. If your place has cables, toys, or pet messes scattered around, the avoidance system will save you headaches. If you can give the base a proper parking spot and you're okay scheduling around the loud emptying cycle, the day-to-day is very close to hands-off. I'd recommend this for anyone prioritizing mopping first, vacuuming second, especially if your carpets are area rugs and your main headache is footprints, paw prints, and kitchen spills. If your top issue is cat litter on tile or dense crumbs on hardwood, I'd be honest and say you might need to pair it with a quick manual sweep in those zones, or consider a robot with a different hard floor pickup design. If you're sensitive to app quirks or want granular scheduling logic out of the box, be prepared to spend a bit of time dialing in room splits and routines. In conclusion, the eufy X10 Pro Omni nails the promise of strong, automated mopping and thoughtful obstacle avoidance, wrapped in a base that really does the dirty work. The trade-off is inconsistent pickup of small, heavy debris on hard floors, a bulky station, noisy self-emptying, and software that's powerful but not always smooth. If your priorities match its strengths, it's an easy keep. If not, you'll feel the compromises. Please check the comment section for detailed information about the eufy X10 Pro Omni Robot Vacuum. Thank you for watching.